Hello, my prayer family. This is your girl, G Paradise 132. And yesterday, I began my YouTube channel, and it's about spirituality, hashtag meditation, hashtag universal connections. So, the first part, I started off and I was reading Psalms 23, which is the Lord's Prayer, which I had said in the previous video that in the book of Psalms, that's what our ancestors used and we use these days to get us through hardship and difficult times. So with the COVID-19, this is a really good verse and chapter to read to get us through these hard times. So this way we don't actually focus on what is really happening, even though we continue to protect ourselves, things that we should have doing anyway. But now we're just doing it in more serious form by saying 6 feet distance and things like that, using social distancing. So as I said, yesterday I read Psalms 23, the Lord's Prayer. So now what I want to do is I want to dissect it, and that is something that we should incorporate in our daily. Not only reading a verse or verses from the Bible, but being able to dissect it, understand it, and incorporate it in our lives the way, it affects us, or the way the situations has affected us, or the way that we want to see it improve and cause betterment in our life. So the first verse is, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." For me, that says He is someone that I look unto to help me get through all things. Also to provide for me the things that I need to live in a daily. So I shall not want for shelter. I shall not want for food. I shall not want for clothing. Those are the essential things that I need to live in a daily. So that is different from desires or things that I just might want for the sake of having. Okay, meaning materialistic things. "He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters." So if I look unto the Lord and I ask Him, and I trust in Him, that I let Him know that I trust in Him, He will lead me and He will guide me. So where, we will say the water ripples or there's waves in the water. In our life, there is, upsets. There's distractions. There's problems. There's issues. There's concerns. If I look unto Him and I just be still, things will calm like the waters. I won't allow them to bring me out of character or allow me not to trust in Him that He's going to see it through and that He's going to make it better. Okay. So "He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for His name's sake." So I feel like when He leads me in the path which is right. Not according to the people that I'm around on a daily or the people that I speak to. So at the end of the day, not saying at the end of the day purposely, but at the end of any situation, He's going to lead me in the way that I need to be led, that I'm not going to allow certain things to bother me, or I'm not going to allow things to be bottled up to me. If I look unto Him for all thy help, I believe my help cometh from Him. So He will make things smoother. He will make things easier. But I have to know that I have to focus on Him in order for His help to come upon me and to me. "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for Thou art with me." So I know that, again, in any situation, like with the pandemic, I didn't allow it to take control of me. For me, I didn't watch the news. I didn't like engulfed in stories about it. I took heed to what was being, put out in society, the information. But again, I felt like resist the devil and he will flee. So I felt like he would never come upon me because I felt like this was something of the devil. So even though there was, a lot of deaths, and my heart goes out to those who lost loved ones. I lost loved ones. But again, I just felt like I will fear no evil because I know God was with me. So that was an evil thing. And it's still an evil thing. But as long as I know that I trust and I believe in him, I believe that it won't come upon me because thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff that comfort me, he comforts me. When I call on the Lord and I speak of his word and I meditate on his word, it comforts me. It causes a soothing, and I want to encourage you all to do that as well. No matter what you're going through, read a verse in the Bible, call on him, speak to him instead of, picking up the phone and speaking to someone outside of him. And it's okay to get other people's opinions and things like that, but it's just something about when you call on the Lord and you look unto him for his help, it is such a soothing and comforting emotion. And you just have to allow it, you just have to allow yourself to be still and allow his spirit to just come upon you. And you will start to feel at ease and you will start to feel his presence. So know that. Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. There has been numerous times that I have sat and ate with an enemy. And because the Spirit is upon me, I knew it. So I don't break bread with everyone and anyone. But I know that we can sit with our enemy and eat with them. It could be your parents, it could be your friends, it could be your significant other, it could be your husband. Because once they portray you, that is an enemy. It is an enemy, whether we want to receive it or not. Sometimes we don't receive it because it is a parent or because it's a significant other or because it's a husband. But we could be sitting right across from them and knowing that they're our enemy because they're doing things that aren't of the righteous, which is for the betterment of themselves or the betterment of us as a couple, as a whole. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. And as I said, we are all anointed. We just have to recognize that anointings. And if we look unto the Lord, even when we feel like in times that things, our finances aren't where we would like them to be, or we feel like we're not able to pay certain bills, or we're not able to keep up on certain things, if we allow him to do the works for us and know that he is with us, our cup will run over. And it may not be with money, it may not be with what we want it to be, but it runs over. It runs over with love. It runs over with support. It runs over with stability, things of that nature. Having people who are wholesome and good come into our lives and just allow us to be able to focus on the better things to come. And verse 6 is, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So surely goodness and mercy shall follow me. That means, in my interpretation, as long as I continue to look unto God for my help and I call on him and I just give him that time of day, his mercy is upon me and his spirit shall follow me in all the things that I do. So I'm noticing that, like, things that used to bother me before, or things I used to feel like I need to defend myself with, or I need to say something, I don't need to say anything because God is doing his works. So, I will dwell in his house forever. His house is not only the church house. His house is where you reside. His house is in your heart. So know that. Let it and allow it to dwell within you. Become a greater person. Learn your purpose. Follow your purpose. Read his word, and you will be guided and you will be directed. So, with that saying, I'm done with Psalms 23. I would like for you to go and read it. Also, and if you would like to share your comments and let me know what you think about what I'm saying and how you on your spiritual journey, that would be great. Again, this is your prayer lady, G Paradise 132. I really hope you enjoy this word, and I look forward to sharing more with you and looking for you to share with me. Don't forget to just subscribe and like my channel. Have a great and blessed day.